Radio episode 9 with my co-hosts Girl DM and Nemurenai Kai. Kai, why are you blushing over there?
I hit the wrong key. Don't worry.
Kai's got a case of the Doki Dokis.
He's a shy boy.
I heard what the topic is before we started recording, yes.
Oh yeah, the Doki Doki?
Apparently, yeah.
I completely forgot about just what day it was. And when this would air, so I was like, today's the Valentine's Day special. So I was like, I don't have a topic prepared because I had just a question, like a conversational question.
You heard it here, folks. The 1st of January, the day that we're recording this episode, Valentine's special.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Of January.
Happy Valentine's Day, Harune and Girl.
It's not the 1st of January.
Did you say 1st?
You said 1st. You said the 1st of January.
It's the 1st of January in Kai's brain somewhere.
We recorded this 30 days ago. Yep.
We're all over the place timeline-wise, so this is going to be a interesting episode. It's okay. It's okay. It's going to be good.
It's okay.
It's going to be just fine.
We're here for you, okay? Don't worry.
We're here for some good conversation, and that's it. Doesn't matter what the topic is, does it?
As we usually are.
Yes.
Yes.
There we go. But yeah, I know, we couldn't get together, last week, which is when we would have normally, recorded this. Just because, I don't know, around this time of year, I feel like things just get really busy. Around the holiday season gets super busy, and then, after the new year and, the first couple months.
Yeah.
Always new year, new,
New year, new you, new lots of work to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep,
It's new motivations. Let's go. And then you have to work triple hard, and you're like, I hate this.
You're like, wait, why did I give myself all this additional work? Never mind, I'm done.
Yeah, exactly. So we're all here, doing the best we can.
Yep,
we are.
We're just being VTubers.
All of us simultaneously on.
Oh no.
I fought mine back.
The exhaustion takes its toll.
We are recording this at 11 p.m. EST.
It's 8 p.m. for me.
Ayo. Oh,
I had a full day.
Yeah.
I still have to stream after this. I'm pushing my stream back. I'm supposed to start.
Oh my
in 30
gosh.
minutes.
What? You're streaming? Okay. So this episode will not be 2 hours long.
Yeah,
no,
we'll keep
go
it.
For it.
We'll keep it. We'll keep it as short as it is organically, right? We'll just
we
keep
will
this a
go
healthy
as
dose.
long as it feels right, because this is also content I'm producing.
Okay, and that's it for this week's episode of GHK Radio.
Thank you all so much for coming. Podcast is over. Bye.
Bye.
But yeah.
Butts. Harune said butts.
We all have one. In fact, we're all sitting on one right now.
Oh my gosh, we're sitting on one butt. Whose butt is it? There's no knowing.
We're all sitting on one butt. One singular butt.
Oh, one singular shared butt. That is where we sit.
It's a really big butt.
Scoot over. Make some room on the butt for me. Scoot over.
No.
And it's all this butt is mine.
All this butt.
Can you believe it, viewers? Can you believe it? Girl DM and Harune are hogging the butt.
We're
not sharing butt.
No butt sharing. We don't share butts here. This is a strict
terrible sentence.
Single butts only zone.
I think the hardest thing for us to believe, or for me to believe, is that we have our fan art up on the wall.
We do.
Yeah, we actually did it.
Thank you, Kai.
We do. Thank you, Kai.
Thank
Kai's
you, Manamagia,
nice
for
and
drawing
tall,
it.
so he was able to put it up on the
Yeah,
wall.
he got the duct tape and stuck it
I'm
up there.
too short.
TY.
Thank you once again,
TY.
Manamagia on Twitter.com for
Yeah, thank you, Manamagia.
GHK fan art.
Yay!
Big fan.
Big fan. Yay!
Yeah.
And so, with that being said, shall we dive right into today's smorgasbord topic?
Yes.
Should we let Miss Girl DM start? I feel like she hasn't had a turn to start the conversations in a while.
Yeah, go ahead. Go. Yeah.
Topics.
Definitely not the type to think of a topic halfway through the episode.
What are you talking about? Don't call me out like this. We're just recording right now.
This is our process, everyone.
This is our process. It's Harune does research before. Kai has like, oh yeah, I've got a topic idea, and I'm like, I'll just wait for somebody to talk, and then I'll be like, haha, an idea.
Should I? Oh, go ahead.
No, I've got one. Have you guys ever gone camping? If so, what is your most memorable camping experience, whether it's good or bad? And if you haven't gone camping, why or why not would you want to go camping?
I can start.
Okay,
Go
I can
ahead.
start.
Go ahead.
I have never been camping.
Wow.
The closest thing I've ever been to camping was Mama and Papa Harune setting up like a big family-sized tent in the backyard, and then me just reading my books in there in the summer.
Oh,
That
sounds pretty
Cute.
nice.
I enjoyed it. I really liked it. The tent was nice because it had like a floor, so I wasn't afraid because I'm like allergic to freshly cut grass.
No.
So like it makes me all itchy and stuff. So
Yeah.
having that barrier between was nice. And then like in the early morning, because you know how like, I mean like midsummer, even early mornings are hot, but like in early summer, like mornings can still be kind of chilly.
Yeah.
But the sun heats up the inside of the tent, so I would just like sneak outside, and that was during the time when like Mama Harune used to buy these like ginormous double chocolate chunk muffins.
Yo.
And so I would take a double chocolate chunk muffin and a container full of frozen grapes and my book, and I would sit outside and I would read.
Nice.
And those are
nice.
some amazing memories. Like I feel all warm and fuzzy inside when I think about it. So that's the closest I've
Aw.
ever been to camping.
Okay.
Cute.
That's very cute.
and-
That's super sweet.
Yeah, thank you. I like it, but I know Papa Rooney really regrets. He was like, I've always, because he was a big fan of camping. Like he camped in his youth, and that was like his family thing that they would do. So he was like, I've always wanted to take you camping, but
Aw, but never.
yeah, but he was like, but you're so afraid of bugs, and I didn't want to hear you scream. And I was like, okay.
No.
He goes, I should have just made you suffer through it, and I was like, it's all right.
Yeah.
I wonder how that would have worked, but I'd like to go camping because I'm a huge fan of stargazing. I want to do like the Uter camp, like fall camping.
Yes.
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 Yes, that's
that
like
would
my
be,
that's
that
my
would be pretty
dream.
awesome. Okay, Harune, look, we're going camping.
Yes, sounds good. Sounds good. I'll bring that
We're going
family-sized
camping.
tent.
Yes. Well, no, I've got even better ideas.
What you got? What you got?
So
Let's hear it.
So for me, I've gone camping a lot. I was in Girl Scouts for 13 years.
Whoa.
Oh.
So that meant like every year, at least like minimum like 5 times a year, I went camping.
Whoa.
And sometimes it was just like weekend camping, so it would be 3 days, 2 nights. And I also did a couple of week-long and week-and-a-half long ones. One that was like super memorable for me was like I did a horse camp.
Ooh.
Okay.
So we stayed in. It was a really weird. It was an actual like camp, Girl Scouts camp grounds, and they had these things that they called Adirondacks, but it's not an Adirondack like I looked it up later and I was like, that's not what they're called. I don't know what this is actually called. But
Wait, I don't even
it
know
was
what that first word is.
Well, it's usually used to describe a type of chair, but the way that the camp had, because like a lot of camps that are fully established camps have like kind of barracks kinds of situations that you stay inside of, and like mess halls and stuff.
Right.
And the place that we stayed had mess halls, but since
Oh,
this
that
was
is
a
involved.
summer, full on big like band camping idea kind of thing. Not so much having the tent out, but we did do tent camping. But so the way that the actual staying at the camp worked was we stayed in these buildings that were like it was like half of a building. So one wall was completely open, but you had bunk beds and stuff and like railing and stuff. And it was great for the summertime because it was warm at night and pretty warm throughout the day and everything. So you didn't get like cold or anything. You just had to make sure that you had like the mosquito stuff up.
Right.
So the horse camp, every day we would go walk out to where they kept the horses and we would ride horses on the beach. and practice riding.
Ooh.
And the final day of the horse camp was a full day trip with one night stay. So we had to bring tents with us and rode the horses out to where we were going to go camping.
Oh,
And we
that's
had to
so
build the
fun.
fire. We had to lug our food with us and all of our water with us and make sure we had all the stuff together. We had like licensed horse trainer people with us too to make sure that the horses were taken care of properly. And it was a regular camp that happened. But it was really cool to be able to do that and like ride a horse on the beach. And
That's so cool. What
Right.
the heck?
yeah.
That's like
Yeah.
a full-on experience.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I did. I also have done whitewater rafting camping. So we had really
Oh my gosh,
large
these all sound so involved.
inner tube boats. Yeah, they were pretty big ones. This one was really fun because it was in the middle of the desert. It was high desert. So there was a river that went through it, but it was all like desert grounds all around you.
Mm-hmm.
And then at nighttime it would get really cold. And so we had 8 inner tube boats that we had filled up with all of our food and stuff, and we had to set up our tents every night when we landed the boats and pack our own stuff up and help together with making the food. And we had like limited water jugs and an allotted amount that we could have every day for stuff, and had to be careful of rattlesnakes because we were in the desert.
Oh,
and there were
yikes.
scorpions.
Oof.
And then we also had to like learn how to paddle the boats because we were all had to help out together with like actually making sure our boats moved.
Okay.
And we had to go through rapids on these boats, and there was at one point in the river there was a 5-foot drop
Oh no.
that we had to manage. Each boat had a squad of girls in it, and the person that was in charge of steering the boat was an experienced rafter. So they would be like, okay, we're coming up onto this thing over here. We all need to pull your paddles up in. Everybody hold on to the side and like lean back when we're going down so that the front of the boat won't go
Yeah, we'll like
into
dip
the
into
water.
the water. Hmm.
Yeah. And so it was kind of like going on a roller coaster, kind of, because you like go down and there's a big splash and everything.
Ooh.
And but yeah, it was really cool. We also had leaders for each group, and the girl that was leading our group I don't know if she hated camping or if she hated Girl Scouts, or I don't know. She was not a happy person, and all the other camp leader people were helping their troop with setting up their tents, but hers, she was like a dictator. She would just be like, okay, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this, and she wouldn't help out at all.
That's awful. How'd she even
Oh, no.
get the position?
Volunteers. It's something that happens. But on the last night, because it was a 4-day trip, so 3 nights, on the final night, the second night, because the first night happened, I was just like, okay, you are stinky, I don't like you.
You suck.
Right? And so I asked her, and I was like, hey, if I'm not one of her reasoning was that if you're going to use the tent, then you need to help out with all the tent stuff. And so I was like, well, what if I don't use the tent? And she was like, well, then I guess you don't have to participate with like the tent stuff. I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to sleep outside. Cause I had a mummy sleeping bag, and it was high desert in the summertime. So it was just like gorgeous, full Milky Way, starry night sky.
Ooh, that
with
sounds
nothing
so nice.
obscuring it because you're in the desert. And then one of the nights, we were like right next to the river, right? On the other side of the river, there was a train with train tracks and a tunnel. And so like I remember being woken up at like 1 o'clock in the morning by hearing the sound of the train's horn, and then like waking up and looking across the river to see the train coming through the tunnel super late at night.
Oh, that's like a
It was
Ghibli
so
scene.
cool.
Oh my gosh.
It was so cool. And so the funny thing is though, so that was the first night, and I slept outside by myself because I was just like, this is fine. This is super cozy and great. The final night, none of the girls wanted to sleep in the tent. So
Understandable,
so
given
we
the way you
all-
describe it, right?
We all slept outside, and the lady had to set up the tent and put it down by herself, and it was one of the larger tents, and we were like, you didn't help us, we're not helping you. But
Right.
yeah, it was
Eat it.
it was I like camping a lot. I've done a lot of camping.
So, like, is there no fear of the snakes and scorpions at night?
I mean, there is some fear, but pretty much like what we did beforehand was like I wasn't sleeping on an area that had a lot of rocks near me. And it's pretty easy to see like where the burrows are for things. And they don't typically, like, rattlesnakes won't typically go after a large group. They usually will be aggressive if you're invading their territory. So I would just like do a good clear out around where I was sleeping, like a couple of feet around where my sleeping bag was, and then it was pretty much fine because I was in a mummy bag. So pretty much the only accessible entrance would have been like near my face, and I wake up immediately if anything touches my face. So
I feel like at that point it'd be too late, but okay.
I've
You
never
survived,
had
so
yeah, I survived. I've never actually had like any issues with any bugs in the tents or anything when I was camping. So yeah, most of the time if you just like clear it out, then it's usually okay.
Oh gosh, that's so cool.
Yeah,
See,
I've
like,
done, like
I
camp stoves and like cooking competitions while camping too. There's a
that's
giant.
fun.
We have a giant cast iron pot called a Dutch oven that I've won multiple camp cook-offs with. Like I've made lasagna before. Like my lasagna camp lasagna usually wins at least like silver prize if I'm not try-harding, but I've made cake in it before. I've made like casserole bakes in it before, and yeah, I like a lot of times when you see like camping stuff in like media and stuff, they're like, oh, our food is still cold, or we're eating out of the cans or whatever. But if you go with somebody that's experienced with camping and knows how to use the campfire to cook, you can have full-on like delicious meals and stuff. It's super great.
That sounds so
I love it.
Good. Now I want to go camping with DM.
Yeah, come camping with me. We can go beach camping. And we can rent a yurt. A yurt is like a permanent tent that has wood flooring and usually some furniture built into it. So it's like a permanent structure, but it's still camp style, and you usually have room for the fire pit outside. And there's a beach that I like to go camping at that has a whole bunch of yurts there. So you go down to the beach and like light a bonfire and just spend all your day out on the beach. Yes, you would.
Give me this yurt.
The town is in walking distance too, so you can like go to the cafe in the morning. And kind of defeats the purpose of like the cooking and everything, but
I'm all for it.
Nice.
I'm all for
it.
It's like borderline glamping, but it sounds so good.
Yeah, it's borderline glamping. You still have to use like shared showers and like have to use quarters to put into the shower machine. But yeah, it's fun. I've done like polar bear skiing as well when I've been camping. That's when you go out swimming and it's below freezing outside.
Yep.
No, why would you do that?
It wakes you up. It wakes you up really fast. It wakes you up really, really fast.
Supposedly, it's also like it's supposed to have benefits for circulation and all that.
I can see that too. It's just it's kind of a fun bonding experience essentially because you have to wake up really early, and then like it's a test of courage too because usually either it's on the edge of a lake or you have to jump off a dock. The ones I've done have always been like you jump off the dock. So that's a lot better than the lake ones. The lake ones you have to just will yourself to run in until you start swimming, and those are a little bit harder. But the dock ones you just like can't. You just run forward and cannonball in. So
when it's below freezing.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I die. I die on impact.
The water stays warmer than the air when it's below freezing outside. So
this is true.
It's also pretty funny because you'll jump in and then you'll come out and you'll start steaming even though you're like just jumped in freezing water. And of course you go take like a hot shower afterwards. But it's kind of like a really short wake yourself up and then have the giggles with a whole bunch of other people, and then you make hot chocolate after you guys all take your showers.
Everything else sounded nice, but cannonballing into below freezing water. Well, no, that's not.
It's an experience.
It's below freezing outside, but if it's still water,
yeah,
then
the water is still
frozen.
liquid. There's no ice over the top of the water. Although you can do polar bearing when there's like a thin sheet of ice over the top, so you like break the ice when you jump in. Oh my god! I haven't done that one before, but that would be a fun experience to do. It's just kind of like shocks you awake. It's fun.
That one, I would say people would have to be much more careful for because of like they wouldn't really know the thickness of the ice.
Yeah, well, usually,
I have seen one too many
videos.
First,
yeah.
And I mean, there are some people who may or may not have heart conditions that can't take that cold of a temperature all
Yeah,
of a sudden.
yeah,
So
yeah. It's definitely
definitely
polar
do
bearing
it
is
with
something
supervision.
for healthy people to do.
right with supervision, please.
With
If any viewers
supervision,
out there are curious,
Yeah, if
to
you want to
try,
go, don't polar bear by yourself. Never go polar bearing by yourself. It's not.
yes.
It's fun, but it's not worth doing by yourself with the risks on it. I have always gone with a group or a well documented number of people, and we always make sure that we have like, this is all of us. Then we jump in, and when we're done, we go, okay, this is all of us, and make sure that we're all there.
Wow, so responsible, DM.
You
So
have to be.
responsible.
What if you lose
You
someone
have
in
to
the
be,
water?
yeah. It's too easy to like get lost or have something go wrong. So I've done I've done a lot of camping. I've done canoeing too, when you have to do like the canoe test as well, which is the people giving the test will flip your canoe over,
Oh.
Yep.
and you have to get the canoe right side up again and get back into the canoe.
I think
I've
my
done that
dad's.
with canoes and kayaks.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
with kayaks too. Kayaks are a little bit easier to do. The canoe is just like, because the canoe will tip over if you just stand up in the canoe wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah. So, yep, I've done a lot of lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of camping.
That is amazing. My goodness. You
How
are
about
a
you, Kai?
camping savant.
Hee hee, I like to camp.
Take me camping.
Okay, I will take you with me.
Yeah,
We'll go camp.
thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Cute. I've gone camping before, more than Harune, but less than DM, I think.
Well, everyone's done more camping than me.
Harune's just like, I have a reading tent.
Yeah, exactly.
I've done both styles. I've done tent camping, but I've also done like closer to what DM was describing, like kind of like the cabin camping.
Yeah.
The tent camping was always with family. Like my parents would take us out. This was when I was much younger. They would like take us to like one of those. I guess it might be like kind of like a camping park, not really a conservation park.
Oh
but
yeah,
it's
no,
like,
just like campgrounds.
Exactly. Like you rent a little plot of land. They've got
Yep,
like a little
fire
faucet
pit.
for you to get
Usually,
water. And
yeah, the
picnic table
cold
or
water
something.
faucet. You get like a one of those the picnic benches usually.
Yeah, those kinds.
Yeah.
It's usually like my family, one other family, and like a couple of my cousins tagging along kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So fond memories from those would be, setting up the tents, getting like roasting marshmallows at the campfire. We did go stargazing once. I do remember my dad waking us up and then just like unpacking his arsenal of really powerful flashlights, like industrial grade flashlights. And he's like
That's
always
awesome.
super proud of it, and he would never let any of the kids touch the strongest one.
Of course not.
Because it's shaped like a gun and he's a big child and he likes playing with it.
But like when you're gonna go stargazing, you don't turn the lights on. Like you use infrared.
We don't, but we would use the flashlights
To
go
navigate
hike
somewhere.
towards the beach.
Yeah.
We hike towards the beach and then we turn all the lights off and then we stargaze a little bit.
Okay, good.
I very much remember I had a kind of lantern-shaped lamp. So it's like it's shaped like an oil lantern, and I really like just like dangling it around and like
Yeah. You
but
feel
it was like a
ancient.
battery operated. Exactly, it was a battery operated like just lamp.
Yeah.
But that was really cute. I really liked it. And we would often do like barbecue over the campfire. We would have like we'd put meshes and stuff over it and grill like sausages and like chicken wings and peppers and stuff. And I didn't bring any books, but my mom did have like a little portable DVD player with a screen.
Oh, okay. So you just watch
Like,
stuff.
One of those like 8-inch ones. So like before we all tucked into the what's it called, the sleeping bags and all that. We would put on a little DVD and everyone enjoyed it. Everyone would like hunch around this little 8-inch screen
And you'd all like watch together and be like, this is what we can do.
Exactly. What was the movie too? It was that 3D CG movie with like the little rucksack doll. I think it was like 6. No, was it 9? Yeah, 9. I thought it was called 6.
9. Oh,
With
no,
Elijah
9,
Wood?
9.
Yes, that one.
I love that movie.
I remember going on a 3-day camping trip and watching that every night during that camping
Good,
trip. I really
good
like that
film.
movie. Whereas when I was in high school,
Sorry.
No, you can finish. Go ahead.
No, that's it. I'm done.
When we were in high school, like the school I went to, when you get to 10th grade, every year the 10th grade class and 11th grade volunteers would go on like a week-long camping trip in like this cabined area. So like you'd break off into like groups of 8. Every 8 people would like get a cabin, like boys in the boys' cabin, girls in girls' cabin. But then they'd have like a whole plethora of activities for you. They'd have like zip line, they'd have like canoeing, kayaking, archery, tree climbing, rope swings, like all sorts of things going on. And I went twice. I went once in 10th grade and I went once in 11th grade as one of the counselors. And it's just a lot of fun, like, you know, sleeping in cabins with your friends and all that.
Yeah.
Getting real muddy. They did have like a mess hall, so it wasn't like campfire cooking for everyone. That'd be like way too much of a liability with students. But the memory that stood out to me the most for some reason was I was like, you know, it was my turn for a shower one time. I took the shower, I came out, and the whole cabin was empty. So I was like, oh, that's strange.
Uh-oh.
So I stepped outside, and like there was this massive amount of kids just like standing in a clump between like all the cabins. There's like a little clearing between the cabins. And this was like in the middle of the night. This was like, I think 9:30 with the 10 p.m. curfew.
Not spoopy at all.
So they're all just standing in a ring, and I just hear like cheering and jeering and all sorts of earrings or whatever. And I'm like creeping up to it. I'm like saying, "What's up?" It was an impromptu rap battle.
Oh,
I see.
I was very confused. I'm like, why?
that's
why
so
is-
tame.
It's
right?
just a rap battle. You just hear like cheering and jeering. You're like, uh oh.
You're like, whoa,
And-
and it's just some kids
This is spoopy.
dropping beats.
I will say the most of the participants were very
Intoxicated. Oh, white.
it was not a good rap battle by any means.
Oh no, well they normally aren't. Like in movies they're all just like, look, it's a rap battle, blah blah blah, we're great, but like IRL is usually like
half of them didn't really know how rhymes worked, it felt.
oh.
Let me tell you, let me give you the standard. Let me give you an
Oh,
idea
I'm about
of
ready
how
to
bad
cringe.
it was.
Oh no, here we go.
I'm ready to cringe.
It was such a poorly organized like mess of students doing the rap battle that I got pushed into it and I came out 3rd place
Oh no! Wait, Kai, drop some beats.
out of 10.
Out of 10.
I was in the top 30%. That's how bad it was.
Drop
And
some
I
beats,
cannot
Kai.
rap. No, I cannot rap.
Kai, drop some beats.
I got nothing. I got nothing for you right now.
Can you recant the rhyme that you dropped on them? That you dropped on them to get you 3rd place?
We're talking like 8 years. How many?
Yeah, and?
More than 8 years ago. Probably 9-10 years ago now at this point.
Yeah, and I can still like sing the majority of White and Nerdy, and
I
Yes,
honestly
you can,
don't remember.
DM.
oh, titch.
I remember my thought process, but I can't remember the exact verses I used.
Sad.
I remember how I came up with it.
Hate it here.
It's not worth this episode
'Cause-
if Kai can't rap.
It was.
Right.
It
I'm
was
so
all these
sorry,
white kids,
listeners.
right?
Dear listeners, I'm so sorry.
Like at the
I'm
time,
sorry.
what was really popular would have been like Eminem and all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, I can't use any of his verses. I can't use any words he would have used.
Were you gonna do
but-
Rap God?
No.
Oh.
I was the only Asian participant.
Oh.
So I would recall every J-pop song I could think of that had a rap segment.
Oh no.
Specifically a rap segment where they sprinkled in English words, and I would use those English words to come up with my verses. It was really bad.
Oh, you are
Kai
such
was
a
resourceful.
weeb. He was a weeb rapper.
A weeb. He was a weeb,
Weeb.
rapper.
It was
He's a-
really
he's
bad,
a
but I still got
weeb.
third place. So I mean, that was
What did
the
you
highlight.
win?
I'm like
What did you win?
Bragging rights.
a modicum of respect from my peers. I don't know.
Oh, a modicum. That's a pretty hefty amount. Congratulations.
good.
Fudge.
Compared to
Fudge,
my
fudge,
usual,
fudge.
yeah, that's more than I would normally
Now
get.
you're first
Nice.
in line for the zip line.
Yep. High five show for Kai.
High
High
five show.
That was also the camping trip where I accidentally beat a girl over the head with a chair.
Oh, and then you forgot about her.
And then I forgot about her. Yeah, it was that girl.
Oh.
I remember that story.
I remember that story too.
You
Cleaning
fool.
up some chairs in the meeting hall and just turned around and
So-
just gave her a good
Destroyed
whack.
her.
The moral of this story is do not mess with rap god Kai if you ever go camping.
You look at him wrong, he'll bash you over the head with a chair and
He'll
forget
take you
about
out.
you.
He'll completely forget about you. He's a madman. Don't go camping with him.
He's a loony.
He's crazy.
okay, Kai.
No, stop. Why would
We
you
flattered
slander me
him
so,
too much.
Nane? Why would
We're
you
not.
slander
We
me so?
flatter him too
We
much
flatter
by
him too
saying
much.
we're slandering him.
Why would you slander me, Nane?
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 It was a very, very similar situation where I thought she was someone else.
Yeah, Kai thought I was Nane
Oh my god,
I
that's right.
for a long time.
For about 3 months, I mistook DM and Nane for each other.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Although I do love Nane a lot. I love Nane so much.
She is a sweetie.
She is my cottagecore sweetheart. We have discussions about how she's gonna move to
Cottagecore!
Canada, and we're gonna go and buy a cabin in the woods together, and we're just gonna make really tasty, aesthetically pleasing vegetarian food and bubble tea, and learn how to do pottery, and it's just gonna be really, really happy and chill.
That sounds like an amazing
Sounds
summer camp.
Cute.
Right? Come to
Take
Guilty
me!
on Summer Camp,
Take
Harune.
me!
We'll just rent a cute cabin out in the woods and get like a whole bunch of tasty food and stuff, and
Can we, like-
I'll show how to make like food stuffs, and we'll take pictures of it, and it'll be really tasty.
Can we wear
And we'll
like
go-
vintage clothes and
Yes,
and,
yes,
like,
I have
do our
vintage.
hair?
I have vintage aprons, and I also have like the
Yes.
dresses and stuff, and we can do our hair back and stuff
Yeah,
too,
I
and
want to
take
put my
cute
I wanna
pictures.
put ribbons in my hair.
Yeah, we'll do cottagecore. We'll do cottagecore.
That makes sense.
Girl
This
DM's
sounds-
Girl DM's cottagecore camp. Let's go.
Chat,
in.
this sounds like a girls only zone. No boys allowed. I'm
I mean,
feeling
Kai,
lonely
do you
here.
want to wear the pretty dresses too and have ribbons in your hair?
You can be my page boy. What is that not appealing to you? Excuse
Yeah,
me.
he doesn't want to be your page boy. Do you hear this? We have
Rude.
a role specifically for him, and he's like,
Rude.
no, I hate
You
it.
could have turned in my pages for me, fool.
Oh, is that what you meant by page boy?
Yeah. Definitely
Oh,
not the delivery boy that we'll send out to go shopping for us.
Speaking of, that does remind me of my dad's retirement plan.
What is
Mhm.
his retirement
Are
plan?
you? Is it you?
No, he was telling Papa Kai was telling Mama Kai was like, when I retire, I just don't want anything to do with technology.
Oh my god, he wants to go off the grid.
He wants to live in a cabin by the lake. With
See, my camp would still have electricity and social media, because how else are we supposed to show off our pretty cottagecore stuff?
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
You-
no.
like,
See, this is
come
what
on.
he said. He's just
Uh-huh.
like, I don't want to deal with people. I don't want to deal with civilization.
I
I'm
get
gonna
it.
live on a cottage by the lake by
I
myself.
understand, Papa
And then
Kai.
and then he thought for a moment and then turned to Mama Kai and was just like, but once a week, could you bring me Chinese takeout?
I love how, like,
Priorities.
he won't, like, he doesn't include Mama Kai in the plans. Like,
No,
Mama Kai
Mama
just,
Kai-
comes to
Mama
visit
Kai's
him
gonna show up and like drop the food off and just be like, "Hi, honey, bye, honey."
like
and
a
then
wild
leave.
bear. Like, here's my
Mom-
Yeah.
offerings. Goodbye.
You're like a wild bear.
Mama Kai very specifically said when she retires, she needs access to like all the K dramas. So she needs
Oh,
like,
yeah.
she needs
Hey,
the internet.
Would Mama Kai like to retire with my mom?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's just set him up. Let's set him with a
Yeah,
big
we'll
TV.
set him up. Let's put our moms on a K-pop date. It would make my mom DM would be really, really happy. She's been telling me every single day what's happened in her K-pop episodes. Like,
Oh, my
before she
mom's
goes
doing
to
the same
bed,
thing,
she
but with,
comes
like-
over and tells me, and she's like, "Okay, so I watched 5 episodes today." and then spends the next 45 minutes telling me what happened.
Mama
in 5
Renee does that to
episodes.
me too. She'll be like, "You've got to watch this. This Korean drama is so good." And I'm like, "Oh, let me guess the plot. Some rich guy likes a poor girl, but they can't be together because of social misunderstandings. And then the whole show is a misunderstanding with these weird, like, kitschy, like, romance scenes. Like, he licks ice cream and he gets it on his face, so she kisses it off, and then it's a romance.
And then they misunderstand, and oh no. Yeah,
and
okay,
then there's a love rival, and that's it.
We're gonna set up all of our moms with a big screen TV, and cardboard cutouts of their favorite K-pop stars. And we're just gonna leave them alone for a whole weekend.
While we go on our cottagecore camp.
Yes, while we go on cottagecore camp, yes.
You mean
Sounds
while
good.
I do errands for you?
No, you're my
I mean,
page
you
boy.
can do
You're gonna
errands.
turn
You can
pages
do
for me.
errands for both of for the moms and for us.
Oh, great.
Mama Renee will treat you well. She will give you a masagi.
Yeah, Mom Diam will make you food, and she'll draw you doodles.
Oh, that's so cute. She draws doodles for Fuendos.
Yeah, she drew Cable a happy birthday doodle.
That's so cute.
Can I please request a doodle from Mama Diam?
Mom Diam? Okay, I'll ask her to draw you
Please
a doodle.
do, please
Harune.
do, please do.
Okay, I'll ask Mom Diam for some doodles.
Yes.
She will draw them. She was a big avid doodler back in her day. I have her. She has her old sketchbooks and stuff too.
What other interest does she have? I'll trade her a doodle. We'll do an art trade with Mom DM.
Right now she's obsessed with K-pop, but she likes cats, and she's really obsessed with K-pop right now. Like, she just installed Duolingo on her phone, and she's learning Korean
To learn
now.
Korean?
Oh, no!
Yeah.
And I had so there is a Korean learning YouTube series called Talk to Me in Korean.
Mm-hmm.
And I have the first textbook and workbook from it because I bought it for myself back when I was like
Kind of a K-pop
Korean.
stan.
Yeah, kind of a K-pop fan. And then I was like, oh, this is too much effort. I would rather just like keep up my Japanese instead. So I only did like one page in the workbook really, and so I pulled them out of my bookshelf and I was like, here you go, Mom DM, here you go. And she's like, you could have held on to these until my birthday, you know. I was like, happy birthday, Mom DM.
This is your birthday present.
Yep. She likes learning and she likes cooking. She likes wine a lot.
Ooh,
Understood.
I could get Mom DM a bottle of wine.
Yeah. I go wine tasting with Mom DM a lot.
What's Mom DM's wine preference?
She likes red wines. So she likes Merlot and she likes Cab Sauv and a whole bunch.
Okay, so like
wines,
she matches Papa Renee in taste. Papa Renee likes those wines.
Yeah, I like them too. Mom DM she likes wine a lot.
Yeah, no one in my family really drinks, so.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Mom DM doesn't think outside the boxed wine though. She just gets the boxed wine because it's the most efficient. And she's like, it doesn't taste terrible. I've had worse. I was like, okay,
oh
Mom DM.
man.
She's
What's
going
the brand, for like Franza or something.
She doesn't get the Franza one usually. There's actually I live in a part of Canada that's really famous for wine. Like there's more than like 60 wineries within the whole area, so it's like wine tasting here. Oh my gosh, it is awesome. You can hit like 10 wineries and they're all really tasty. Yes, so there's a lot of local wineries or wineries that are like from our region that do box wines. So she'll usually buy one of those because they wind up being a little bit more cost efficient than buying the fancy bottles. So.
And because they're like more or less local, they're probably a better quality wine than like, you know, like a standard box wine.
Yeah, yeah. It's not like the standard super mass production ones that you find like in all of the stores. It's a lot more limited supply on what we have, but a lot of the local stuff is really good. So.
Oh, that sounds so good.
Yeah, it's really fun. I like it a lot.
Wow. Wait, Kai, did we ever get to your topic, or was this still DM's
topic?
topic?
No, he was talking. That was still my topic. We were still just talking on stuff. Kai, what's your topic? Kai, what's Kai topic? Kai, let's go. Kai time. It's Kai time.
It's Kai time.
Kai time. Kai show. Kai show.
Okay. All right.
Good job, Kai.
Yeah, good job, Kai. You did great today.
Good job,
Okay,
Kai.
I get it. All right. Stop rubbing it in. All right. I call you out one time, and you return it threefold. As per usual, my topic stemmed from something that one of you two said in the last week, because I'm not a creative person. And, Harune, Harune's told a
Harune.
bit of a story in the past couple days about something she forgot. So that is going to be my topic for this week. Please tell a story. Harune, you can recycle that story if you want for the podcast. Please tell a story of one time you forgot something rather major, and I don't know, it could be a funny story, the consequences behind forgetting something caused by you forgetting something.
I actually won't recycle because that's not the first time I've forgotten my wallet and needed to buy food.
No. Oh
no.
I went to go pick up sushi for family, and I drove all the way there, and I had my wallet, but I didn't have my credit card, and I don't carry cash on me, so I was like, please hold. And I went to call family member and was like, can I please? Can you please get me credit card? They were not happy. They were not happy. But
oh no.
The ladies at the sushi, like I had gone there, like I don't go there much anymore because like since I've moved, it's much farther away from me. But like I used to go there pretty often, so I think they recognized me. So they were just like, "Do you want to just like sit down?" I was like,
"Oh no,
okay, if you don't mind."
Oh, no.
I had to sit there and watch everyone eat.
Oh no!
Until family member came to help me buy the sushi, and then I apologized profusely, and then I went home with the sushi.
Oh
yeah.
Oh no, Harune.
It's okay. It always involves food. It's
always
too bad.
food.
Always food.
Always food.
Always food.
I just want noms. 9-5 get.
I'm trying to remember.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever like forgotten my wallet or anything. Like I did. Okay. There was one time. I went out to the bars with my friends. And I told like Mom DM and Dad DM, hey, I'm gonna be out at the bars. I'm gonna be home late because we're gonna come back after the bars have all closed and everything. And my friends dropped me off at like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and I realized that I had never brought my house keys with me.
Oh no!
So it's 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm standing in the front, and the door is locked.
No!
So I texted Brodium.
Brodium, help me.
But he didn't get up to let me in.
Oh no.
So I just like had to knock on the door, and Dad DM is the type of person that like if you wake him up and nothing's on fire and there isn't a burglar in the house,
oh no,
he's really scary. So he was just like, I heard him like thud, thud, thud down the stairs to the front door, and I'm just like sitting there, my heart rate shoots up, and I'm just like, oh no, it's Dad.
5 gives me, Dad. 5 gives me.
I'm in trouble.
I was just like, I'm so sorry. And so like he opens the door, and I'm like there, I'm like, hi, Dad.
Hey, Dad.
And he was just like, just growled at me. Like, he didn't even say words. He just growled. And so I like come inside, and I'm just like, I'm sorry. I forgot I didn't bring my house keys with me. And he's just like, ugh. And I was just like, I'm gonna go brush my teeth and then go to bed. So that was like, nothing terrible happened, but it was just like the embarrassment and feeling bad that I I had to wake up my family to get inside of the house.
Oh no.
Yeah. The rest of the time, like, my parents have forgotten their wallets before when we've been grocery shopping. I've just been like,
oh no.
Like, Dad, it's usually Dad DM because he puts his
my
wallet
dad
in
does
a
the
different
same
spot
thing,
all the time. Yeah, he doesn't usually, like, Mom DM has her purse, and her purse has her wallet in it. Dad DM sometimes, like, forgets to put his wallet in his pants or whatever. And like, there's been a couple times that we're at the grocery store and he's in line ahead of me, and then he decided he wanted to buy some snacks and stuff, and I'm just like, aha, my how the turntables, Father DM. And
My how the turntables.
I usually wind up buying the food for him and stuff anyways, while he looks super guilty and he's like, I'll pay you back.
Thank you for opening the door for me, Dad DM. Now I'm gonna pay the
pretty
food.
much. Pretty much, I'm just like, okay, Dad, I will buy you your potato chips and your soda. How about you, Kai?
I've got a couple small stories, I think, because I thought of the topic, so I was trying to think of some ways to answer it myself. One of them, I think I may have already told. I'm pretty sure I told this story before. I don't know if I told it to the both of you. Did I tell you about the time I had that math exam?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I've already told the math exam story?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll just, like, tell it really quick before I move on to the next one for any viewers who may not have heard it. But, I'm the type back in university to show up to an exam about an hour and a half early and just, like, sit outside the door cramming as much of the notes as I can before going in. And I once had a math exam that, I showed up to the building super early, no one was there yet, and I was cramming. And it wasn't until about half an hour before exam time starts that people start showing up. So slowly more and more students start milling in, and it was arranged seating. So you would get your little ticket and it would tell you, like, which seat to take. So I had my ticket on me, they open the door, I go, and it's like, oh, aisle H, seat 8. So I'm like, H8, got it. I go to H8, they've got the little paper flipped over so you don't see the test, you don't see the questions, and I sit down. And then this other young lad shows up and was just like, I'm sorry, but you're in my seat. And I'm like, no, that can't be right. This is H8.
Fisticuffs.
I'm in seat H8. And he was like, no, but I'm in seat H8. And we were like, oh, that's very odd. Did they overlap us in seats? So he waved down one of the professors, and that was my first clue that something was very wrong, in that I did not recognize this professor. And the professor looked at me and did not recognize me, so they just, without saying a word, flipped the exam paper over, and it was for year 1 geography. I was like, oh, this is very much not year 3
your
mathematics.
class.
I thought it was. But there's only one H section in this building. And so the prof pulled up the phone and showed me, Math 3 was in the math building, not the MC building, as I thought it would be in. Because the math building had the initials MS, but then we had something else called the MC building, so...
Oh no.
That was across campus, and it was already 5 minutes before start time. I had to literally shove everything off the desk into my bag and just sprinted to the math building. And I made it just before, because, like, once the exam starts, they lock the doors after 10 minutes. I made it 8 minutes after start.
Oof. Close.
And I aced that exam.
Yay!
And by aced, I mean, like, I got like a 70, which was good enough to pass.
Yeah, no, that's good enough.
Good enough.
Yay!
Another thing I forgot once. More food related now this time. That Harune might. Yeah. My mom still does not let me live this down, but I have a bad habit of not checking my wallet before I go out. Which leads to occasions where I forget to refill it with cash. This was when I was still in early high school, so I did not have a debit or a credit card yet. I only pocketed cash.
That he picked up from the street.
No, like, I would take, like, allowance or whatever.
Okay.
I went out with some friends for a nice Korean barbecue dinner.
Oh, no.
And realized I had $5.
That is not enough for KBBQ.
It was not enough for KBBQ at all, and none of us were smart enough to be like, hey, could we wait here and one of us run to the bank? Because at the time, I didn't have a card or anything. I just was like...
Oh, no, you're just a kid. You're
exactly.
just a kid.
I was like, what do?
You have
What do?
little KBBQ money.
So my friend very kindly offered to pay for me.
So sweet.
Mm-hmm.
And then we found out after the fact that he had to use a very rare limited print bill that he only had one of to pay for the meal.
Oh no!
Oh no!
That sucks!
He had to use, like, he only had one of that bill, and it was just enough to cover for me.
Oh no!
Oh my god, your life is in his hands now.
Yep.
The reason Mama Kai won't let me live it down is because when she came to pick me up, she heard about this.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
And the next day, she took out one of our very rare limited bills, put it in a red envelope, and told me to give it back.
Oh, that's so sweet! Oh.
Oh.
I feel better now.
Yes, that's good. Oh, that would be.
I did repay the debt to the, because it was like, because his was like a really rare limited like $50 bill, but ours was a really rare limited print $2 bill.
Oh, okay.
Which is not a thing in Canada. Like, it hasn't been a thing in a very, very long time.
Yeah. I do have. I have a single Canadian $2 bill that I got from my oppa. So yeah, it's very rare.
We still have a few. We still have a couple left in the house, but we had to give up one of them. I gave him back $50 and the $2 bill.
Okay, that's good.
As this is the value and this is the special. Like, something for you to,
Yeah.
And every time I go out now, like, if I forget to check what's in my wallet, Mama Kai sasses me out super hard for it.
Mama Kai is just like, you better make sure you're not doing this again.
That's
We're
right,
not doing this
give away
again.
another special bill.
Which is why I was like super sweaty, because I realized the other day I went out with like $0 in my pocket.
Oops.
You fool.
But I am an adult now, so I do have a debit and credit card.
You have a debit and credit card. You have plastic. I usually actually don't really use, especially with the pandemic situation right now, I don't really use cash, even though I do have cash in my wallet right now. I'll put it on the card anyways, just so that I don't have to like
Handle
make
money.
the staff person worried.
Right,
Yeah.
but like, especially with pandemic, there's like a lot of small eateries here now that do like cash discount.
Oh,
Really?
yeah, that makes sense, because like a small business, they have to pay the transaction fees for using the card.
So it's
I
like a
can
lot of
see-
those places, they would be like, they just like either discourage or like don't even accept like card anymore.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, they'd be like, oh, you get 10% off if you pay with cash, but you can only pay with cash. So it's like,
なるほど.
thankfully,
I can see that, yeah.
Thankfully, I didn't. I just went to like a Tim Hortons, and they accepted plastic.
Yeah,
so-
they accept plastic. Yeah. We actually have a lot of places here that have like signs up that say please use card.
Yeah.
You can.
Because we have
Yeah, it's like a healthy mix of both here. Yeah, we got a bit of both.
Well, like here in the
I
States,
see.
like grocery stores are asking for card because there's actually a national coin shortage.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well.
So
Huh.
I've I've always used card anyway, just because I want to build up good credit.
That too,
So,
yeah. I used to always use debit card because I like the idea of like only using money that I have.
That's
then my
that's
mom
all
was
I
like-
do.
But then-
Debit's actually a bad idea, because so if you have a fraudulent purchase through your debit card, you don't have purchase protection.
Oopsies.
If you use a credit card, then you do. So a credit
Right.
card, if you order something online and it never comes and they don't want to refund you, you can contact your credit card and they'll refund you. A debit card, it's just a direct access to your bank, so you can't do that.
Right. I just like, as a kid, I was not into the idea of like owing money to the bank or
Yeah,
paying back
yeah.
later, so I always debited. But then my mom was like, "Oh no, build good credit early." So
Yeah,
I used
build
card more.
credit early. Yep, build good credit
But,
by using your credit card.
The last one wasn't something I forgot. In fact, I was the one who remembered it. But this was in university again, and a girl in my class invited me and my roommate for like a group sushi dinner thing.
Mm-hmm.
So like a couple people in the class were all gonna go meet up at the sushi place, and we were all gonna have a nice dinner or whatever. And I kept that in mind. I was like, okay, dinner with the group 7:30.
Mm-hmm.
My roommate forgot.
Uh-oh.
And got completely smashed at 6:45.
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
So I was like, getting dressed or whatever, and I was like, oh, hey, it's time to go for dinner. Time to go for dinner. And he does not respond from down the hall. So I was like, oh, that's weird. I knock on his door, and he does not respond.
Mm-hmm.
I open the door, and he is sleeping the sleep of the dead.
Oh, no.
I was, in fact, convinced he might have actually died.
Oh,
No,
no.
you
He
don't
just got
understand,
smashed
like-
by himself?
I called out to him, and he didn't respond. I, tapped his shoulder, and he didn't respond.
Holy crap, that
I
must've been
shook
scary.
him, and he didn't
Oh,
respond.
Oh, he was
No,
out like
spooky.
a light.
I had to call other friends over to check on him, and everyone was like banging pots and pans and just like playing the drums in his room or whatever. He was
he-
completely lifeless,
Oh gosh.
Oh.
and we were just like calling the girl like we can't make it to the dinner, I don't think.
Oh.
That's
Oh, no.
And
what a turd.
Big turd.
He screwed up.
he woke up, I think, like 2 a.m, walking into my room and was just like, "What happened to the dinner?"
What do you think?
I was like,
What
"Are
do
you
you
kidding me?"
think?
You were
We were like,
dead.
If we didn't know that you were still breathing, we would have had to call an ambulance. We're like, we thought you died. But no, we did check and he was breathing. He just wouldn't wake up. So,
Ugh. Spooky.
yeah.
And that's why you drink
And-
responsibly. When you make
We had to,
plans,
like-
you write it down.
I mean,
None
I
of
could
this
have
stuff.
left him there and, like, gone to the dinner myself without him. But it's like, I did not feel comfortable leaving him alone, given just how unresponsive he was. No, there was, like, not even a twitch. We were literally shaking him like you don't shake unconscious people, but I was shaking him like a sack of potatoes, and he was completely limp.
Yikes.
Oh, yeah.
Just a dead fish.
Yep.
Exactly. He was just like flopping it. I was like,
Hmm.
is this normal? Is I don't think this is normal.
I've
It
not heard of
depends.
that.
Some people sleep like that, though.
Right.
Like well and truly unresponsive. I've never heard, seen, or experienced that before.
Not
Yeah,
to that
I've
degree.
got-
Like I'd imagine something would wake him up at some point, but no, he just carried right on.
Yeah, no, I know people that sleep like that.
It's
It's rare. It's rare, but it is like something similar, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
But
I
missing
never
a
went.
dinner,
I never got that sushi dinner. He still owes me that sushi dinner.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, I think for scaring you about possibly being dead, he kind of owes you a sushi dinner.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
maybe a little bit, just a little bit of sushi dinner, just a bit, you know,
Mm,
a smidge.
a smidgen,
smidge?
just a crumb of
Hey.
sushi,
Mhm.
please.
I mean, it was supposed to be a group sushi dinner. You guys want in on this? You guys want in? He's
Yeah,
like,
we're gonna
I'd say he pays
we're
for
gonna
it.
tell your friend to pay for
Yes,
us too.
your friend can buy dinner for
Yep.
us. Yes.
Buy for GHK. Yeah.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in.
All right, and that was those are the stories I could think of.
Nice. How about you,
What a
Harune?
tragedy.
Harune.
Okay. Well, because I thought today was gonna be our Valentine's Day special, I didn't research anything. I was just going to ask, like, your fondest Valentine's Day memory. It doesn't have to be like, I went on this super cute date and it was so romantic and blah blah blah, but even just like
Okay, good, because I got nothing to tell on that front.
but I mean, like, just, I don't know, just like a nice memory, or maybe even like something you used to do in school that you think fondly of. Lewis just yelled at me. He needs to be quiet. And,
No yelling aloud.
yeah, he was like, what? And I was like, what are you doing? Stop
Is
it.
somebody hungry?
No, I had Thai food for Din Din. It was delicious.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's see. So, when I was in university, I lived in an apartment the whole time, and I made friends with some other people at the apartments. And so we decided on one of the Valentine's days that we were just going to have a singles appreciation night, even though the main girl that was throwing it on was in a long-term relationship.
Aww.
We kicked all the guys out and we decided just to have girls. And we played chocolate roulette.
Ooh, what's that?
So, you know how, like, when you go to the grocery store around Valentine's Day, you have, like, different levels of Valentine's chocolates you can buy?
Mm-hmm.
So, if they have, I think Russell Stover was one of the brands that I recognize usually.
Yeah, that's a brand.
And yeah, like, Russell Stover is usually, like, pretty decent, and they have the little card inside so you know what all the chocolates are.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So if you buy the really, really cheap ones from, like, the dollar store that are, like, a big bunch of chocolates, and they're usually, like, the really weird chocolate that
like
doesn't actually
a
taste
year
like chocolate.
old
It's kind
and
of
they're
waxy,
dusty.
kind of waxy, kind of gross. Like, the box is dusty, and you're like, this chocolate got no love. That's what we bought.
Oh my
And
gosh, my
the way
boss
the
gave
chocolate-
me that last year.
Right. It's just like, you're like, you put in the least amount of effort possible.
Yeah.
So, the chocolate roulette, the way that works is, we would play, like, card games and stuff, and if you lost a game, you had to eat one of the chocolates from the box, and of course, you don't know what any of the fillings are, and they have, like, super gross fillings. Either they're, like, over-the-top sweet, or something of it just tastes off or bad.
That sounds so
Oh,
fun.
like chemical cherry filling.
Yeah, like just everything just tastes gross, right? And so that's what we did for chocolate roulette, and you would, like, just hope that you got one that was either, like, just chocolate all the way through, or nougat or something, or just, like, chocolate cream, because those ones are generally pretty safe.
Hmm.
But if you got one of the other ones, you had to be like, oh, gross. So we
Dead
did that.
inside.
So that's what we did. We played a whole bunch of games and, like, watched America's Next Top Model and RuPaul Drag Race and played chocolate roulette and had alcohol. And it was a really, really fun time. It was definitely one of my top Valentines.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yes.
That's cute.
It was fun with friends.
What about
about you,
you,
Kai?
Kai? Rack your brain, my dude. I know. Or even if you can't think of a specific Valentine's Day memory, then tell one of your date stories. Those are
Yeah.
good. Let's go, Kai.
Let's go, Kai. Kai show.
Kai show.
Kai show.
I can count the number of dates I've been on in my life with one hand.
Kai
I mean,
show.
same.
So
Same?
Open palm.
I've not.
Open palm.
Oh wow, you get an open palm. No, I get like a V sign.
Hey, V for victory!
Victory.
Yay!
Woo, Pie show.
So
show!
I've never had a date for Valentine's.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay.
Mhm.
They're overrated anyway.
Valentine's Day is fabricated for people to buy
Spend
cards and
tons of
stuff for
money.
people.
Mm.
Uh-huh.
in when I was like the first year at the company I'm working for,
Mm-hmm.
I was actually the only male in my department.
Oh.
Okay.
It was a department of 10 people. I was the
Mhm.
11th hire,
Mm-hmm.
and
Kai was the diversity hire.
I was the diversity hire.
You're the token
And-
Asian man.
The token Asian. Oh no.
Before
no.
I joined, I think the average age of the department was late 50s.
Oh, no.
No.
It
Kai
was-
was the young blood.
It was 10 mostly Russian grandmas and me.
Oh no.
They tell you
I
all
mean,
about
There were
back home.
there were a couple there were a couple of the women were like relatively closer to me in age, but like there was a large amount of just like older Russian women in the department. So for Valentine's Day, I just picked up like a box of like, you know, decent chocolates, I guess, like the kind of like individually wrapped hazelnut chocolate clusters kind of thing.
Oh, like a Ferrero
like-
Rocher?
Yes, but it was a different brand. I don't remember the brand name
Ferrero
now.
Rocher.
Because Ferrero Rocher is like, yeah.
So
That's all I
good.
If I could eat
I would
it.
say it's like around that level. It would be around the level of Ferrero Rocher. Like, I didn't go to a specialty store, but it's probably like one of the nicer ones you get at a supermarket. And I just went around and I like, you know, just left a chocolate on everyone's desk, and they were very appreciative. And
Very
all
sweet.
that. And it was just like, you know, I had nothing else to do that day. Wasn't expecting anything back, and they didn't really prepare anything back because before me it was just all the ladies.
Yeah, all the ladies together, right?
There was another girl though from another department, not from my own, who I got along with over lunch and stuff. And she brought with her a party-sized bag of M&Ms.
Oh.
I know where this is going.
Yeah, I've told you this story.
Yeah.
So she would pluck out like a Kleenex, a tissue, and lay it out on people's desks, and then leave them like a handful of M&Ms. And then she came up behind me, took a fistful of M&Ms, and just scattered it across my desk before walking off.
Oh no!
And I had my headphones in, so I didn't even notice until it just went like just dice scattering across my desk. I was like,
Oh no!
"What?"
She was too shy. She didn't want you to notice.
She was having the doki dokis.
So she
No,
was
I
like, "Here."
turned and looked at her. She just kind of smirked and then walked off. And I'm
Exactly. She was,
Oh.
not that I wanted to give you any chocolates, baka. I just throw it at you and then walk away.
Tsun tsun, tsun tsun.
Yeah.
like, so, yeah, that was my Valentine's encounter, I guess.
That is delightful.
Yeah.
Literally just scattered M&Ms, and then the girl that sat next to her came up to me with like a bag of those Werther caramel candies, and was just like, "You want one?" And I was like, "Thank you."
I love Werther's. Another
Werther's
candy
are
I
great.
can't have anymore, but they're so good.
And Canada doesn't really celebrate White Day. Like, we don't have the whole thing where we have to like return presents. But I did give them back some candy. So
Oh, that's good.
That's very sweet.
I came to find out they quite liked White Rabbit milk candies. So
Oh.
Ew.
I went and got them.
Sorry.
Harune doesn't
Sorry.
like them.
White chocolate's not real.
It's not white chocolate.
Oh.
It's white fudge. Oh no, the white rabbit. White rabbit is the rice candy.
Huh?
White Rabbit's like a milk candy wrapped in an edible rice wrapper.
Oh,
Rice paper.
Yeah.
Okay, I know. I'm sorry. I take back what I said. I do like
And
it.
there was a period of time where it wasn't sold in the States because there was E. coli
Oh.
On the rice paper?
in the candies.
Oh,
Like,
yikers.
there was a really big batch of like contaminated ones.
Oh dear.
You hate to see
I don't
it.
remember that. But yeah, I came to find out that they quite liked White Rabbits, but it was hard for them to get, so
Aw.
I picked them up a bag each, and
That's so nice. Kai's a sweet boy.
in
He's a really
exchange for
nice guy.
a fistful of M&Ms.
It was
my
just
desk.
like
and a
shoved
smug
onto your desk.
expression.
They weren't even the nice peanut ones. They were like the very
Aw,
plain.
I
milk
like the
chocolate
peanut ones. I like.
I
peanut
know,
ones.
me too. The peanut ones are great.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I guess it's not quite related to Valentine's, but the birdie story happened around then too, I guess.
Birdie. Birdie.
The real bullet that I dodged, I think, if that rings any bells for you.
I think so. Yes. I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
So in university there was a time when
Wait, yes.
I did
Sorry, go ahead.
I did the thing that I'm very good at doing, mistaking girls for other girls or whatever, and not
Oh,
recognizing
no.
girls. I'm
Oh,
really bad
no.
at that. I'm sorry. But this girl tapped me on the shoulder one day and was just like, "Hey, it's you," and I'm like, "Hey, it's me."
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, dude, I've been sitting next to you for the past, like, 4 classes.
Oh, no.
And I was like, and I slept through the past 3 of them, so I'm sorry, I don't recognize you. But
oh, no.
it turns out, like,
Cold-blooded.
in the semester, out of our 5 classes, we had 4 of them together. So it's like, oh, okay, I guess let's get along, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And the first weekend I knew her, she got really drunk, and apparently... Oh no, she got really sick. Basically, she was really pukey. So she took she took all the blankets in her apartment and built a little nest in front of the toilet and just sat there all day, like, getting ready to throw up.
Okay.
And, like, just, like, kept bringing more stuff in, like, little books and her phone and all that. So I called her Birdie because of her nest.
Okay.
That was how I knew her for, like,
because
the
of her sickness.
Because of her sickness, yeah. But
oh no!
that was my nickname for her for, like, most of a year.
So she just got reminded that you're just thinking of her being sick in front of the toilet. Oh, poor Birdie.
And
Birdie, if you're watching,
she's not watching.
I'm so sorry.
Please don't let her be watching.
I'm sorry, Birdie.
No, this story doesn't end well.
Well,
so.
Monka.
If she is
it's
watching,
already bad ending. With
man, if she's watching, I might be in a lot of trouble.
Okay, let's go.
But
Make your bed now. You sleep in it. Let's go.
You made your nest now, Birdie.
That's right.
What was it? In university, in a very sad attempt to accessorize, I once bought, like, a kind of steel ring with, like, just, like, some Asian patterns around it.
Oh
and
my
I wear it just
God.
as, like, an accessory. And she pointed it out once. It's like, oh, hey, I don't often see dudes with rings. And I was like, oh, yeah. And I pointed back at hers. I was like, hey, you got one too. Like, you know, it's just an accessory. And she's like, oh, no, this is an engagement ring. I was like, oh. Man, we're like second-year university students. We're like 20.
And you have an engagement ring.
And you have an engagement ring. And she's like, yeah. She's like, oh, okay, cool, I guess. Yeah. And then her story changed a little bit afterwards, saying that it was a promise ring. And I was like,
oh.
Okay.
That's a demotion.
All right. And when I went over to her place once to study, though, like we got fairly close, kind of thing. I went over to her place to study once, and her roommates pulled me aside one time and was just like, hey, the rest of us girls are taking bets. Like, when are you guys gonna get together? And I'm just like,
oh my God, what do you mean?
She's got somebody. She's
like,
got
and she's
got
like
the
half
ring.
engaged.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then, she didn't show up to class on Valentine's Day. This is the sole tie into Valentine's. She didn't show up to class on Valentine's Day. She showed up the next day without the ring, and basically said that he broke up with her on Valentine's Day.
Oof.
Wow, what a class act.
That's
And I was
cold.
like, oh, I'm so sorry. And so then she was like, hey, meet me after classes. Like, we got something serious to talk about.
Nope.
Uh-oh.
Nope.
And
Nope.
I was like,
Nope.
oh.
Danger.
I will not
be
your
danger,
rebound.
danger. Alarms are going off.
I went to check in on her because I was like, I guess she's really sad.
Uh-huh.
She sat me down and was like, I got something really important to tell you. And I'm like, yeah? She looks me in the eye and she says, Kai, my family has a history of ovarian cancer. And I'm just like,
What?
All right.
what?
What?
What? Yeah, that's my reaction exactly. I was like, what?
What?
Did she have ovarian cancer? Is that?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I was half expecting her to try to get me on the rebound or something. So I was like, wow, this was really out of left field for me. And I just was like thinking, is she gonna tell me like her mom, her grandma, someone in her family is sick? I don't see how this relates to anything that's happening right now, but I'm sorry. and she's like, yeah, my grandma's had it, my mom's got it, and I need to get a procedure down there before, like, I turn 25. And I'm just like, I'm so sorry.
I am straying further and further away from this. Like, what's going on?
Like, exactly. She's just like, I gotta get like this medical surgery thing. I can't remember exactly what she said, but it's
no,
like,
that's fine.
Yeah. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry.
Okay.
And then she like was like, so basically what I'm saying is, I want a baby by the end of the year.
Oh no. Oh no. You're the worst rebound possible.
I looked her dead in the eye and I just said,
nope.
Oh,
good luck with that.
Oh no. She just wants donation. Oh no.
She wants donations.
I'm just like, good luck with that, ma'am.
Bye.
Gosh.
Birdie, come on.
Birdie, go away.
At the same time, within our little friend group, I had another friend who was very visibly jealous of how close I was to her because he liked her.
Uh-oh.
You may have him. Go for this guy.
Here you go, Birdie. Here you go. Free donation.
There you
go. Right after this conversation, I bumped into him and I was just like, don't.
Don't.
No.
She's crazy, dude.
I explained what happened.
Yeah.
And a week later, they were dating.
Oh.
I mean...
Okay.
Are they still together?
I have not spoken to them since.
Well, I hope for their... I'm hoping that, it turns out that they were perfect for each other.
Yes.
And now they have a happy family. That's what I'm choosing to imagine.
Let's hope. Yep.
That's I'm gonna imagine that's what it was. Birdie found her bird
mate.
boy, her mate. That's and they're like ducks. One for lifetime. There you go.
Let's hope.
That's what I choose to believe. Happy thoughts. Happy thoughts.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Oh no.
I'm pretty sure like the 1 week later was the last time I spoke to them like at all. So
wow.
The pages are blank. I don't know what happened. I'm hoping the best for the both of them, whatever the best is.
Yep.
But,
I'm the best. I hope that yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for.
Wow.
Wow.
I was not ready to father a child at 20 when I was in second year university. I'm sorry.
Probably
understandable.
not.
That was not an offer I could accept.
Oh
my
man.
gosh. Whoa.
Jeez.
You did dodge that bullet. Oh my goodness.
I had this complete dumbass of a friend too, who when I told this story was just like, but that was your chance to finally get a girlfriend. And I'm like,
no, your friend needs to look at like the crazy scale.
You're an absolute boron.
Yeah, you're a dingus. Go take a walk.
That is not a good reason to. I know. A lot of culture focuses on like relationships a lot, and kind of like makes fun of people for being like on their own or having not had relationships, but that's not the way.
Chose
it's better to
continue being single. Yep.
Yeah, it's better to be happy and single than to be unhappy and have a kid.
At 20.
Yeah.
When I still had 3 years of schooling left.
Yeah.
Big
that's
yikes.
Not, yep.
I was like, whew, man.
Not gonna. No thank you.
No sir, I am very single. I'm just gonna.
No sir.
That's when you tell Birdie, you're like, I gotta go meet my boyfriend. Sorry. Like,
bye, Birdie.
That was actually what her roommate said.
Her
that
roommate...
ties into another story I've told. Like,
right,
they
thought you were
university,
gay.
Yeah. It just so happened that I got along with a couple guys, and in our study group of 5 boys, it was 4 gay guys and me.
That's awesome.
It was like 2 pairs of boyfriends and me. And because I got along well with them, the roommate was like, "Hey, we're taking bets. It's like, when are you gonna get together with Birdie?" And one of the girls was like, I thought he was gay."
Oh no!
And I was like, I'm sorry to
Yeah,
disappoint.
I don't know
but
which one is more wrong.
I
Which one?
apologize
It's
to whoever's gonna lose money
those,
over this, but
those
I
are
am
the
not.
options. The options are hook up with Birdie, or hook up with guys.
I mean, I have
Kai stuck in a rock in a hard
nothing-
place.
I have nothing against like you know.
No,
same-sex
of course
and all that.
not. No. It's just the
That's-
fact that that's not how you swing.
What they do
No.
is up to them. It has nothing to do with me. Just don't get me involved in it. Like, I have my own preferences, and they include not being a father at the age of 20.
There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
That's it.
What's your orientation? Not a father at 20.
Fill in for other.
I'm an
The other
irresponsible
bubble.
parent phobe.
Oh, he's scared of parents.
I am. I mean,
How
that's
do you
not wrong.
how do you handle having Papa Kai and Mama Kai and just feeling sheer terror every time you're
Right?
like, they're parents.
Oh no, 100%. I'm still like terrified whenever my mom gets mad.
Oh,
My dad
100%,
had-
yeah.
That's me.
Yeah.
My dad has like way less power in the hierarchy.
Mm.
Let's put it this way: everybody in the house gets scared when mom gets mad.
Yeah. Same with the Rune household. Mama Rune is a spooky individual and she angry.
Our family friends have always described it as Mama Kai and the 3 boys she takes care of. So,
Yeah, like that DM is definitely like the
scary one.
he's like the Papa Bear kind of one. Which, like, if he's mad at you, then he's usually mad at you for a good reason. He'll jokingly do like the counting down from 5, like he used to do when we were little and like needed to do something. But nowadays, if he tries to do it on me, I'll just look at him and be like, no,
Not gonna do it.
no. Like he'll be like, do such and such, 5, 4, and I'll be like, no.
Cute.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the extent of my Valentine experience. I don't
Dramatic in
many
many
good-
ways.
I don't have many good Valentine memories. Let's just say that.
That's okay. It's funny that you mentioned that though, because now, like, as I look back on it, I don't really have very many. Like, I have maybe like a grand total of 2 Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
memories.
Valentine. Nya. I made, let's see, I have like the chocolate roulette, and then when I was in Japan, I was visiting my friend in Tokyo, and me and her decided that we were going to make chocolates together, and I had a Naruto silicone ice cube tray that I used for my chocolate
Nice.
making.
Oh, that's so cute.
I had red colored chocolate, and then regular chocolate, so I made blood splattered kunai chocolates.
That's
Nice.
so cute.
And then we bought each other chocolates as well. So I got
Aw.
her Sailor Moon chocolate, and she got me Sailor Moon chocolate because we both like Sailor Moon a lot, and we made chocolate together and had nice dinner together. So
Oh
I like friends Valentine's Day is what I've normally done.
I mean, when I went to Japan, that was around Christmas time, and Japanese Christmas is very similar to American Valentine's.
Yeah. It's
So
you get chocolates and sweets and KFC and cake.
But that being said, I did spend a lot of time at like Tora no Ana and like Akiba and Ikebukuro, all the super weeby places. So I was in my element with all the
Yeah.
other single dudes on Christmas.
There you
Everyone just looking at anime goods. Yeah, they had a
Good
big
lord.
ass Kamen Rider display. I was so happy.
go. Kamen Rider displays are truly blessed.
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 I will take your words for it.
Kamen Rider's pretty great.
So good. When are we watching Double? When are we making Harune watch Double?
When after Star Wars.
After Star Wars.
Star Wars. I just found out. So Harune really likes Lord of the Rings too. And I like Lord of the Rings a lot. And then Harune also likes Star Wars a lot. And I like Star Wars a lot. So I'm very
aren't you
happy.
just perfect for each other?
Yeah, now we're in love.
I'm very happy. Now we're in love.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Wow.
Happy Valentine's Day, Harune.
Happy Valentine's Day, girl DM.
Yay!
Yay! Choo.
Choo 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 choo.
Choo 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 choo.
Choo 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 choo. Ski 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 choo 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 choo. Kai looks so sad.
It's okay, Kai.
It's okay, Kai. Someday
Good
you'll
job,
like Star
Kai.
Wars too.
You did good today,
Good
Kai.
job.
Someday
You
I'll
did a
like
good
Star
job.
Wars too.
You
Okay,
did a
thank
good
you,
job,
girl
Kai.
DM.
You did a good job, Kai. お疲れ様でした、Kai. よくできましたよ、Kai.
Oh my goodness.
Ah. Well, I think that's
Yeah.
Well, no, Harune hasn't told her story yet, has she?
Oh. Oh no.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, we had
oh
chocolate
never mind. Harune,
We had
it's your
chocolate
turn.
roulette and we had M&M scatter.
That's true. Well, mine's pretty
It's
short
Harune's turn.
anyway, so
Okay.
You know, it'll be pretty quick. But I only have, like I said, I only have like a grand total of 2 memories of Valentine's Day, and one when I was in elementary school, we would always have like a Valentine's Day party, and it was like each kid would make their own Valentine's Day card box.
I remember doing this too.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, I did
Yep.
those. Yeah.
Then you would also buy or make Valentine's Day like candies to give to your classmates, right?
Oh, I 100% just bought Hershey's Kisses every year.
Well,
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
like you
I
could buy
buy
the
the
candy.
discounted hot chocolate. I always buy discount chocolate.
That's so cute. I mean, like you could buy the candy, of course, but like you could also like either buy like the cute little like Valentine's Day cards to like stick them in, or So what I did one year is Mama Renee helped me actually hand make my Valentine's Day cards. So she had like those really fancy scissors that like it was like a set of scissors, and each scissor had like a pattern cut into the blades. So that when you cut it into the paper, you actually get like a design along the edge that you cut.
The wavy scissors, yep.
Yeah, pretty much. Except there were some that were like far more intricate. But so we cut out 2 hearts, and I don't remember if we must have stapled them. Although that doesn't look very nice. I don't remember. Mama Renee was kind of a perfectionist, so I don't know what she did to like seal the sides together, and then we stuffed candy inside them and then sealed the top. And then on the front, she actually had like a stamp kit. And I don't know where she got this, but it has the Mandarin, like the kanji for like not kanji, but like actual like Chinese characters for friend. So it had so it had Pengyo on the front, and then underneath in English it said friend. And it was like a stamp.
It had
set.
Ponyo.
Yep.
Ponyo, yeah.
Yep.
The Ghibli movie.
Yay!
Ponyo. Yeah,
Ponyo
but
sakana no ko.
But yeah, Pengyo. So then it would be on the front, and then it said friend. And I just remember making that and like feeling really proud, even though I didn't make it by myself. But I was like, I'm the only one that made my own Valentines, and my teacher was really impressed, and I was chuffed because I'm a little school kid who likes getting praised. So that was that year. And then when I was in college, I've done so since then. I had to stop because of COVID, but we have like a local, like our local orchestra is actually like world famous.
Oh.
So we, like my classmates and I, like my piano classmates in college, and then some close friends of mine, like still, like after we graduated, would go and see this orchestra. And we would like, you know, check out their season program and like mark the dates on the calendar and be like, oh, like they're playing Rite of Spring here, like we've got to go see it and stuff. So we would like mark it. And so one of the performances that we wanted to see was like around like the weekend of Valentine's Day. So a friend of mine and I went to go see it, and it was like, you know, obviously it was not a date. We were just like, we just wanted to go see it. But I was like super annoyed. Like I remember being so salty because like if you're ever a frequenter to orchestral performances, there are very few young people there. There might be kids there. Like if you go for like an early show, it's like kids on the field trip.
Usually old people.
Yes, exactly. With like the occasional young person. But like we had like I had run into my Japanese professor there because he was like a huge fan of classical music. So I had run into him there a couple times since graduating. Some of my piano professors I had run into there if there was like a concerto that was being performed. But like I had never seen anyone around my age. But like that performance, it was all young couples in their 20s and all the girls. Like I remember specifically in intermission, I went to go to the bathroom and like I had on this like teal blue like a sweater dress. And like the bathroom was filled with young women with like the tightest red dresses that they could find. Like
oh no,
everyone there was like in tight red dresses, and like some were like long and fancy and some were like short like cocktail dresses, but it was all red. They were all tight, and I was like, oh my god, like everyone and their mother is here for like Valentine's Day. And like I knew they weren't there because they like liked orchestra music. They were there because their date wanted to take them somewhere that they thought was like hoity-toity fancy. And like I just remember being so salty. I was like, if you're not here for the music, get out, don't even be here. But like, you know, you can't be like that. Like you have to be supportive that like even if this is, you know, why they're there, at least it's support for the local orchestra. So I mean, it's good. Like looking back, they've been like, okay, well they made a lot of money that weekend. But like I just remember being so salty. Like, what are you doing here? There's too many of you in red. Where are my old people?
Why are you all young and in red slinky dresses?
Exactly.
Why are you in the slinky dresses?
I will take notes on this or orchestra performance. Okay.
Oh no, Kai's gonna like go and show up to every orchestra performance. Be like, I went to a whole bunch of them. It was a whole bunch of grandmas. Where were the slinky dresses?
Where are my tight, skinny young girls?
Just it might be a better idea. It might be a better idea than pancakes and petting zoo.
No, that sounds way better. What do you mean? Like,
it didn't end very well.
But listen, like, you would only like you should take a girl to a classical music concert if only like if one of you has an interest in it. Like, what's the point if neither of you care and you're just doing it to show off? Like, if the exactly, like if the guy has an interest and is like, well, I want to share what I really, really love with you, and that makes it a meaningful date. Or if the guy's like, I may not have much of an interest, but I know you love classical music.
Oh, that's really sweet.
You know, then it's also meaningful, right? But like, if neither of you care,
if both of you are just like, I don't know what this is, but let's go.
Exactly, because it's like it's hoity-toity fancy.
Unless you like to go on little adventures.
Yes,
that's what I usually call it. Is if you like want to go on a little adventure, and it doesn't matter what exactly it is. If it's something new, you're still appreciative of it.
Right. Yeah. Then that's okay too. That's fine
too. That's okay too. But if you're just like pulling them along to be like, hey, let's go to the fancy thing, and you're just like,
yeah.
Yeah, it was very much like it was. I haven't been to a petting zoo in a long time, and I found out, oh, hey, there's a petting zoo. And it's like, the pancakes was from like a neat little diner that I was like, I've never been there before, let's try it, kind of thing.
That sounds cute!
So,
I don't think it was the date idea that made it, not turn out well. I don't think it was you.
It was me.
No, it wasn't. It's not you. It's not you, it was her. Okay? It wasn't you. You did the right.
I could probably like divide my female friends up between the would be excited to go to a petting zoo and would be extremely put off and unhappy to go to a petting zoo.
Really?
Yeah, because I have like a lot of friends that if they were like going out on a date with a guy and the guy was like, let's go to a petting zoo, I do have quite a few friends that would probably take that as a personal insult.
Wait, but why?
Why?
Because
I guess they don't like the animals?
Well, because like they would view it as being it's kind of dirty, It's kind of smelly. If they go wearing the wrong kind of clothes, there's a chance that that piece of clothing could be, or shoes, could be completely destroyed. You have to be, like, really patient, and it doesn't make you feel flattered to be there either. So I know a lot of girls that their idea of, like, a date is to be pampered.
Ugh, no, sorry, not my. Not
yeah,
my
no,
cup of
well,
tea.
no, that's completely fine. Like, I also, like, I'm the type of person that if we go into some place that's way too fancy and I'm not ready for it to be, like, way too fancy, I'm gonna be like,
Yeah, let's go somewhere else.
Are
Let's
you?
go get some Qdoba.
Can we go to Red Robin?
Yeah.
Can we just get burgers? Can we do that? That's
yeah,
fine. I'm more comfy there.
I don't have a
Let's-
gosh darn idea what a date is. I showed up to the
Yeah.
petting zoo in pancakes and a suit and tie.
See,
Oh.
Wait, you brought the pancakes to the petting zoo?
A suit and tie.
No. Like, we went
You
to
were
a
in
petting
a
zoo,
suit?
and then
Like the
They
date
were paid-
locations were casual, and you dressed up so formal.
What? I had no idea. It was literally my first date. I had no idea what I was doing.
Oh, going to the
You
petting zoo with pancakes in a
sweet
suit.
bean. You poor inexperienced bean.
I was
Oh,
a
this
boron. Like, I had
Kylie.
no idea what I was doing.
Okay, Kai, I'm giving you full permission after coronavirus. If you have like a date or something set up, just message me. And I will walk you through
Is
to
this
make
some
sure.
roundabout way for me to never message you again? Is that what you're saying?
No. Just send your message here into our GHK radio group chat, and we will give advice and feedback.
Oh my gosh, guys, viewers / listeners in chat.
Yes.
If you feel comfortable enough, I would love for you to share your Valentine's Day stories with us. Valentine's Day or dates or anything involving
or horror stories.
Yes.
Mine are usually horror stories, like, yeah.
Or like fond memories.
Yeah.
Any of that stuff. I would love to read some of your stories.
Mm-hmm.
Please put that in the comments below.
Me too.
Please.
How you doing there, Kai?
Kai, you're okay?
All I know is pain.
You did good, Bean. You did good.
Yeah.
Otsukare-sama. How many times have we said good job today to you already?
Yeah, have you been keeping count?
Why must you mock? I'm never gonna criticize Harune again. I do it one time, and she fires back for a week. I'm just
Well, I mean,
Nope.
like
Harune's
wait,
perfect.
wait.
Nope, I am
You-
never criticizing her again.
Wait,
Nope.
no, you
She
spoke
can
out,
do
you
no
pointed
wrong.
out something that you felt was unfair, and then
I fixed
she's
it.
reciprocating it back. She's
I
fixing
fixed
I
it.
don't see the problem.
Yeah, what are you complaining for?
There is nothing to fix. Harune is perfect. She can do no wrong.
Daro? Kidding.
Daro,
I
daro.
highly
Dun, dun, dun.
appreciate her presence in my life as it is.
See, Harune likes to do the kill them with kindness strategy.
Yay! Are you dead yet?
Yay!
No?
No.
Okay.
Is Kai's boss HP bar is still pretty high up there. So make sure you check him out when he's streaming on Twitch and give biddies and subscribe to him so that you can make his HP bar go down
not
even
this
lower.
Again. Not this.
Uh-huh,
No, we're
uh-huh.
good. All right, thank you everybody for joining us for another episode of GHK Radio.
Thank you so much,
Yeah,
friends.
thank you for joining us.
Yay, bye-bye.
Hope you enjoy. Bye.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Day.
It's not even February yet here.
It's fine.
I
Matta
think it's
ne.
February. It's February when they listen to it. I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it'll be
February
good.
now.
It'll be good.
It's fine. It's
Plan
fine.
ahead.
Be good.
Plan ahead. Don't show up to a
Plans.
casual
The
date in
plans.
suit and tie.
Yes.
Okay, bye.
Bye.